Hey guys, welcome to your 30-second tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to learn how do we take arrays as input in our methods. So previously we have worked with simple variables, and so taking array as an input or a parameter is a bit tricky part. So let's see how we do it. So let's make an initialized array here first. So integer, and let's name our array here stressed equals some values. I'm going to give it like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 3, 2 times 4, 5. And actually I haven't made my array here first. So equal to, and where should I place my square braces? Okay. So now that we have made our array here, I'm going to make an different method here. So let's make it him. So public static void, not main. Let's name it change. And inside its argument, it's going to be an array. So just like we define a simple integer here, similarly we are going to define our array argument here. And again, one thing you need to keep in mind that we have to provide the square brackets here so that it can identify it's an array. And after that it's body. So in this array I'm going to add 5, the 5 in every element of our input array. So let's see how it works. So we are going to use a for loop, and let's use a simple one. Integer counter equals to 0 because the index of array begins from 0. Then we are going to give our condition here. So counter less than the length of our input array, and counter is going to be incremented by 1. And it's a one line code, so I don't need to give the braces here. So now for the increment part, similarly how we give use for loop for our index purpose. So counter, and the handy math trick I showed you earlier, counter plus equals 5. So what this line basically means is for the index 0, whatever the element is at index 0, add 5 to it. So now that we have made our second method here, we are going to call it in the first one. So, and till now we have made a separate class, and using that class we have called our methods. But in this particular case we are making another method in the same class. So we can call the methods within the same class um, without defining an object for them. So let me show you. So if I write the name of our method here, change, and let's me give a semicolon, and inside this it is taking an array as an argument. So I need to give the name of the array, which is Shrest, and we don't need to mention our square brackets or the size of the array here. It will just take the name as its argument. So now that we have made the increment in our elements, we are going to print them, and for that I'm going to use our enhanced for loop which I have showed you in the previous video. So for, and then the data type and an identifier, colon, and the name of the array that we want to scan. So it is going to be Shresth here, and again it's a one line code, so I don't need to give braces. So we are going to print the value here. Sorry. So system out print line and our y here. So let's see what's the output first, and I'm missing an element here. Okay, looks good. Let's see our output. So the initial elements in our array 1 to 5, but as you can see we have added 5 and now they are from 6 to 10. So you can see that it works, and that's how we use array as our argument for the methods. And the key point here is the square braces, brackets, not braces, and and this calling method of the same class without making an object, and for that these keywords are necessary. So play around with them, and you will be fine after practicing it 1 or 2 times, and then you can move to the next tutorial. So see you guys in the next tutorial, and make sure to subscribe.